up. It's good.
It's good? You sure? All right, they're saying we're back up. It's good. Dan Desjardins working his magic, bringing us back up. We're going to have more and more issues like that as the convention center starts to shut down on us. Dan thinks that they may have basically shut the internet off for a little while and then maybe realized that we still need it. So we're back. And he didn't miss anybody dying, so that's good. Pretty similar situation to where we left you. I think they're both still going all out. See Wes still doing a lot of grouping. He's still going for the back jump over the barrel on the top hammer grab. I'm level 17 with the lead.
But I think if you're paying attention to the barrel spacing, you can actually grab it safely. But that's a lot to keep track of.
Yeah, and if you're just like off a couple pixels and where you're standing, or you could walk off the edge of the thing, off the platform. Like I mean, that's just wow. I mean, that means they're just locked in if they're doing stuff like that. All right, let's watch Wes's pie factory here. We got fireballs everywhere. He's got the hammer. I think he's got time for that one. He does. Now, one of the tricks is you want to watch Kong's position at the top of the screen when you grab the hammer, because he does basically approximately one full cycle of left and right, and when he comes back to the same position, your hammer expires. So I think Wes bailed out of that a little early on that hammer, but it was, just making sure he didn't make a mistake there. So Wes is up safely. Only a small challenge on that one little tricky spot. Robbie was forced into a kind of a bad top hammer setup there, where he wasn't really in the right position when that fireball came up, and then he was the way he had to go and jump the barrel, and then just like there wasn't really any setup there. So that's kind of a sign of fatigue, like you're talking about. You start getting like you're not quite setting up the top hammer the way you would. You're not. Just like everything just feels a little more of a struggle, and all of a sudden now you're getting 5 or 6 smashes with your top hammer when you're usually getting 8, and your pace starts to suffer. So let's see if he can push through that. Robbie's looking at maybe a mid to high 50s for this level if he gets a decent rivet, and that's not as good as he did last level, but that might be a sign that fatigue is setting in. Now what's going on with Wes? He managed a 60,000 point level on level 16, so let's compare now again, 16, 779, and 816. So Wes pulled ahead a lot on that level 16. Because Robbie had a bad level 16, so
it looks like a
36,000 point, 37,000 point lead. I would say, yeah, it's so tough. Like, that is enough where Robbie cannot catch him. I mean, even if you have perfect sacrifices on your 2 men, 2 extra men beyond what Wes has, he would not be able to catch him with the sacrifices.
Wes has a man to sack.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. If Wes finishes this game, he's won it.
Wes is in the driver's seat.
Can you guys confirm that for us?
I'm actually not wearing pants. I'm wearing shorts. if that works. Hank is also wearing shorts. Let's see where Ross's mind is here.
Hank, tell him why you're wearing shorts.
Yeah.
I'm wearing shorts so I can show off my calves.
Ah, see? Yeah. Oh, to intimidate Vince. Oh, this is a master plan, yes.
He's very jealous of Hank's calf muscles. He's commented on Facebook for years.
Vince is jealous of Hank's calf muscles, so now Hank wears shorts to all the events. Well, there you go. A little known fact for all the viewers.
I'm also trying to get some female viewers.
Oh yeah. Good luck with that, Hank. Yep. Probably doubtful we're gonna be. All right. Robbie is just playing it safer now. In my opinion. You see that? Like again, that it's a little bit of fatigue. Like he just doesn't want to deal with it. He may be aware that he can't catch Wes. He grabbed that hammer again when the fireball was down on the third girder.
Yeah, I'm not
just
sure.
Just trying to finish the screen.
I'm not sure what the optimal strategy for Robbie is at this point.
Yeah,
Maybe.
he's only got 3 levels left, so like, I mean, how much can he really gain now by squeezing a few extra points? It would be nice for him to get a couple of big levels. I mean, but I don't know. At this point, he may just not be able to get there. So
I think he's just got.
Now he might want to really concentrate on making sure he can catch these men in. Like, I don't know if that you think of that. Like, if he dies at any moment, it's like over. So he's under a lot of pressure to get all these 3 men to the end of the game, I think. And maybe you're seeing a little bit of that now in his barrel play. Let's see how he does this one. The top section. Oh, what did Wes just do there? That was ridiculous. He just had an easy broad jump situation. He just like got spooked and just ran the other way and wall jumped. Like over these 2 barrels. Like it was just like a standard broad jump.
Was it a possible XXX?
I don't think it was. I don't think there was anything wrong with it, but something spooked him. I don't know if he thought maybe he was going to jump through the death zone at the wrong time. Maybe Kong was in a certain animation. He didn't like it. He just got spooked and ran the other way and barely made that wall jump. Like he could have died there. It's actually pretty close. And like for no reason. Like he's just doing like some extra grouping after the top hammer.
Robbie's got a... But actually it doesn't matter because this is like a sack.
He should actually sack this man.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know if I would grab this yet. I would go for a big sack here if I was Robbie.
But the fireball came up, so...
Okay.
Yeah, this
is his opportunity. Like he's got to get like 13,000 on this sacrifice here.
All right, he's got the fireball.
He's got the fireball. He should run this all the way to 000 if he can.
Yeah,
there's no reason for him to do this.
No.
This is just not the right thing to do for him.
Robbie, what are you doing?
He's losing a lot of points. He's got to. This is just not the right thing to do. All right. Wow, that was
a little risky.
He's trying too hard. It's too late now. He can't go back now and sacrifice the man. He's lost too many points. So now he's got to try and finish the screen. But I really wish that he had thought of sacrificing that man. He's got plenty of men. That was costly. My opinion, he lost. Let's see what that barrel score was when it comes up. Might have been sub 10,000. $9,500 points on that barrel screen. It really would have been better off, in my opinion, and in Hank's opinion as well, to try and get 13,000 on a sacrifice man. That was the time to do it. Too much loss there. It's going to be a bad level again for Robbie. He's got a 10-6 and a 95 for his 2 barrel screens. It's just not going to do it. Now, Wes only got 53.4 on level 17, but like he doesn't really need big levels anymore. He might be aware of that at this point. He's far enough ahead now where he doesn't have to go for 60,000. And Robbie's just unable to put the pressure back on him. He's getting a lot of low-scoring screens.
Yeah, so Wes's lead on that last level actually shrunk to 30,000. Minus the 2, so it's a tight.
On the level 17. Oh, Robbie had a big level 17. That's right. So
it's a tight.
Wes lost 7,000 points on that level 17. Let's see how 18 goes. Robbie got 56.2 on level 18. Let's see what Wes does. And he's going for it still. Look at this. He took the top hammer, and he's still grouping after the top hammer expired, which is just basically the most possible that you can do. barrels just aren't steering for Wes all of a sudden. Like, it's so weird when that happens late in the game.
So is that the?
Like, they're just like, some of the random barrels just weren't steering. Like, he's trying to steer them, and there's just like 3 or 4 in a row just didn't steer. Fortunately, not at a critical point, so it's not a big deal, but all these little things sometimes get in your head. Oh, that hammer expired. Robbie almost died. He is really fatigued. Like, when you see those little things that are slightly off, like from what you normally see,
yeah, you can
it's
see
just
both
like
these games,
fatigue. Like, he's just so tired. His eye strain, back strain, his arms and hands.
Yeah, they're actually really close.
Command, actually, but
not by much.
Not by as much as it was.
The tab for sacks. So if you go up, there's a pace and then a pace with 13K.
Yeah, but
430. Get there.
Yeah. Robbie made it. We think Robbie made a big mistake by not sacking him at the end. The fireball went up to the top. Yeah, he should have sacked him right there. He got 95 points in that barrel. He's just not going to do it. It's not enough. You got to recognize it with 3 men. And that's the time you get sacked. And then you do agree. And then, like, you should get sacked again at any time. So. Sack him early?
Consistent the next one.
Yeah.
You know you're on your biggest barrel board, just kill it.
That's what Robbie said to me too.
Without dying on any other speed, then you're never going to get there.
Yeah.
No, I don't think you need to kill it if it's you got the best barrel. I don't think you need to kill. I think the next step would be to, like, to sack yourself on what's the highest scoring barrel? It's like level 4 barrel.
Level 4, yeah, level 4 barrel.
Sack it on level 4 barrel, yeah.
Play it out with one man.
Play it out with one man, yeah.
Exactly.
These guys can do it.
So yeah, basically don't play it out. Make sure you put 80 out.
Yeah. So Robbie's going to cross 1 million points probably on this level. Which is just ridiculous. He's still on his first man. He's going to end up with over 1 million points on his first man in a head-to-head match. As a matter of fact, I only know of a handful of first man 1 million point games, like in the history of Donkey Kong. Like, Robbie doing everything he can. He's got a very good fireball situation. He can try and really make up some points on this barrel board. That bomb spooked him, so he's doing the right thing about trying to run to the right and then broad jump when the animation is in the right cycle.
What was that?
Yeah, a little bit back in the last level. That 13.7, 8.
Yeah, Wes is definitely in the lead, but it's close. I mean, probably within 10,000. Yeah. But Wes is that, like, if Wes finishes the game, he's going to win. I mean, something really bad would have to happen for him not to win. Like, he would have to get a 0-point death on his third man just by accident.
Or not finishing.
Yeah. So. Level 17, 839 against 869 with 2 deaths. 30,000 point lead with two extra men though. So, in theory, this is like a 5,000 point lead if Robbie actually manages to sack all of his men. But. So it's close enough where if one guy has bad levels and the other guy has really good levels, it could change. But right now, Wes is still in the lead. This is exactly what Robbie needs. Oh, he just passed up that umbrella. Just like, why did he do that?
I thought to do that earlier. I'm not sure why.
So just a terrible decision.
The only
That is-
possible reason is if you know the ladder's gonna, if you're just gonna miss the ladder because of that extra split second.
Yeah, if you okay, I could see that. I
Right.
can see that. Yeah.
But he
If
did
you
it.
see the timer, how the timer, how it relates to the adjustable ladder.
But the
and-
last time he did it, that didn't seem to be the case. I missed that.
Just really, just like 700 or 800 points just gone, like for no reason. I mean, the points are right there. I just don't understand that. I'm gonna have to ask him about that someday. I've seen him do that before in games that were less meaningful, and I don't know what the idea is behind that.
I'm watching Wes. You know, he should be pulling back.
Yeah, it's actually pretty close though because of
close,
the
yeah.
men.
But I mean, I see some of what he's doing. He doesn't look like Mario with a hammer. He looks like Obi-Wan with a lightsaber.
Yeah. So it's really, they've played all out the whole game. It's unbelievable. I can't even believe what these guys are doing.
Oh, he got away with it again.
Man,
Yeah.
oh man.
Oh,
Wes is he's a beast, man.
Woo, Wes.
Yeah, I mean, you give him credit. No fear.
Oh, that was fortunate. He got two guys to come down and smash him. Yep. And if he can get down, no, he's not going to get down there. So now it's a question, Hank, of do you go up or down here? And
I don't know. I think I
like
would go down.
right now, I would go down. Well, I would have gone down at that
but now-
moment.
yeah, but
now
then-
that it's there,
Yeah.
I would go up. So it's really, that's actually one of those decisions that you kind of wonder. And now, like, you could potentially have two guys to deal with and not have that bottom one pulled. So now he's going to get back up. Yeah, we don't know. I mean, we're looking at this bonus timer here. I mean, something good's going to happen for Wes. It's not.
Oh my God.
He's got to get to the other side now because that one's going to freeze at the top. He's got to get to this side, and
Yeah, I don't know.
He got it. He got
oh!
Wow. Wow. Wow.
That was ridiculous.
I didn't think he was gonna get it.
Well, I wonder. It couldn't have scored that well, but it's better than a bad death. Because just that like managing to not die there is worth 7,000 or 8,000 points, and that's 7,000 or 8,000 points that he's going to need because he could have had
what just happened?
he could have had a 4,300 point death, and if he cashes the man in, it could be worth 13,000. So that basically, by finishing that board, he could have saved himself 9,000 points,
9,000.
which is what he's going to need to win this, to
Straight
win
ahead
this
on
match.
camera. Can you talk about what just happened with Wes?
Oh, these guys here.
No,
So-
keep talking. No.
Oh, okay, that's fine.
Talk to yourselves, but talk
Yeah,
about
so
that.
that situation, you know, we talked before, there was this decision where he could have gone up and he could have gone down. He had a high rivet and a low rivet, two fireballs. Now, once the top hammer expired, he had no more hammers. He had two fireballs to deal with. And now he still had to go down and then come back. By the time he came back up for the top one, the freezer was guarding the ladder that he had to go up to get to the last rivet, and the timer was running out. And you only get like 2 or 3 seconds at 000 on the timer, and you lose your man. So he could have lost that man if like a quarter of a second more had gone by. And he basically went up like directly. He guessed when the freezer was going to unfreeze, and he jammed right up like into the fireball. The fireball moved out of the way right at that moment, and he went up and unplugged the rivet at the last possible moment.
That he hesitated or had any fear at all.
It's just that move right there could have won him the match, like because he saved basically 9,000 points with that move.
That
Yeah.
freezer always freezes. for
Oh,
certain
Robbie's got
amount
a
of
wall
time.
jump here. Oh, Robbie made it. All right.
That freezer always freezes for a set amount of time, but like it's not like these players are playing
Oh,
with
but
a
it
stopwatch in their
could
hand.
potentially freeze, and that like it could have reversed and come back and gotten him.
Right,
like,
right.
but there's nothing he can do. He's got to go for it.
Right.
He's on
But
the
I-
last second,
I actually
right?
thought
He's got to
it
just
froze
go,
at
right?
that time. I actually thought it froze at just the right time, so it was impossible to pass forward. But
Yeah.
I was wrong. Yeah.
I mean, you would have to slow that down. There was probably a couple of frames left, like where it would have run out, like literally a fraction of a second away from dying right there. I mean, literally, like if he wins this match, it's because of that move right there. I think that.
Let's see what the lead is now.
Yeah, can you guys give us just a reset of where things are at as if
Oh.
it just came on again?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So here we are at the KongOff 5, the final match between Robbie Lakeman and and West Copeland is extremely close. It's been extremely aggressive, extremely high scoring. Robbie Lakeman's on level 20, approaching 1 million points, and West Copeland's on level 19 at 941,000 points. If you extrapolate their scores, we're estimating that West, with 1 man in reserve, has probably about a 4,000 or 5,000 point lead
Actually, I'm gonna say
over
top five
Robbie,
right now.
who has 3 men in reserve.
Look at the scores. I think
And now every screen that goes by, it's changing. The lead is very close. They're doing everything they can on every screen to score the most possible points before the kill screen. They're coming up on the kill screen probably within about 10 or 12 minutes. And it's really, either guy could still win this. It's that close.
I'm gonna say it's a tie right now. The lead
It's
is
like,
now
it's literally a tie right now.
23,000.
Is that right?
Yeah.
So what happened on that last level is level 18, West got 56,000. Oh, what did he do? West lost a man on the... Oh no, on the bottom of a barrel screen. So Robbie has now taken the lead. West can no longer sacrifice that man. Oh, only 700 points on that death. Robbie has taken the lead.
Do you anticipate West to pull back?
No,
West
West now has to go for it, even more. Because Robbie is now in the lead. I didn't even see it. We were talking about how great he did to get out of that last situation, and then he died.
These guys never die. There's no point in
I know. They don't die. They're so good.
That was crazy. He died.
So,
How he died.
so right now, West is on his last man. If he loses a man now, the game is over because Robbie's actually got a higher score. If it was reversed, and then Robbie would have to continue playing. But right now, Robbie's already over 1 million points, and Wes is behind. So,
But is it possible Robbie gets bad boards on sacks and doesn't maximize points?
or he might not get to. He might lose a man earlier. So these last few boards are critical. Robbie's on the last level of the game. There's about 4 or 5 more boards to go before the kill screen, and he's desperately trying to carry his extra men to the last board, the last barrel board, so that he can overtake Wes on his score. He needs all of his extra men to overtake Wes's score, and if he does it, I think Robbie's in the lead.
That was a 700 point death.
Yeah,
that looks like a.
Yeah, there must have been a situation on the bottom hammer where the fireball came up at a very bad time, and was just unable to get up to the third girder. Really unfortunate for West because he basically had won the match with that last rivet screen, in my opinion, and then now disaster has struck and he lost the man without scoring many points.
West tried to do a straight jump, X, space, X, barrel.
Just landed on the barrel.
Was he trying to grab the hammer and jump, straight jump to.
Well, it'll be in the archive. We'll definitely want to see what happened on that death later. Very unfortunate for. I mean, he has got to be inside. He must be so bummed right now because he knows he had it. He did all the work to get ahead on pace, and it took a lot of work. These guys have been going all out.
Do you think these players know who's ahead and who's not? Because we're like
I know we are, but
these guys are.
I wouldn't put it past Wes to be doing all the math between every screen. Look, you can see Robbie's screen up on the big monitor, and I bet he's doing the mental math. He's got to be really bummed. He's got to know that death really cost him.
I'm so paranoid. I'm not even one.
Oh, we can't predict it right now. It's still really close, but Wes inside must be just like kicking himself. That's got to be just.
That's perfect, Ethan.
Just such a bad feeling to lose that third man right now. Yep. Well, maybe. This is really bad for Wes. He's got to be aggressive here. He's got to charge over and get this middle ladder. He's got it. And this one's coming up. He's got to get there again. Get up there.
You got it. Oh, wow.
Yeah. And it's going up again. It's going to race him to the top. This freezer is really... Okay. So he's able to smash it there and avoid death. That could have easily gone the other way, and he could have had a situation with the fireball at the top.
crazy that I'm probably more nervous than they are.
Oh yeah, I mean it's crazy.
I
You
actually
can
want
cut
to see
the
this
tension
one.
right now. The crowd is like hasn't moved. They're just like glued to the screens. The two screens are side by side. People from off stage can easily see the action. It's a great setup that Richie and the guys came up with this year.
Actually,
Just
Robbie's getting ready to
great for the
sack.
viewers.
It's on 21.
All right, so let's see how Robbie does with these extra men. He's coming up on the board now, where he's going to cash all these extra men in for more
Oh,
points.
Wes ended.
Oh, the game is over. Robbie Lakeman is the winner.
Robbie should finish this
What
out
a
though.
fantastic finish.
Robbie
Yeah.
should finish this out.
Amazing scores.
Wow.
We should let Robbie.
Robbie should finish this out. Yeah, let Robbie finish this
Let
game.
Robbie
I would
finish
let-
this game out. Although it's
Yeah.
4-5.
I think it's fine. This is one of the best games. I mean, it's a
This is definitely
it's
the
a
best
first man million. There's been almost no other games that I can remember that where somebody's taken the first man to over 1 million points. I know of probably less than a handful of them. So that was one of the best games I could imagine someone playing. Just 1 quarter on demand. Robbie just absolutely crushing it today. Never lost a man this entire match. So it kept the pressure on Wes the whole time. However thin of a lead Wes had the entire match, he felt the pressure. He had to do everything he could, and he ended up losing all his men because of how much Robbie was taking it to him. Unbelievable final match. Great performance by Wes. That was it was heartbreaking to see that he lost the men at the end so quickly there. I think we got to give Wes a lot of credit. He played his heart out. He was playing to win. He had it. He had the points, and sometimes this game just doesn't cooperate. I think he did everything he could. Just great job by both guys.
Robbie looks like he's doing pretty good on the stack.
I'm not even sure if Richie's gonna cut him off here. We're like the convention center's closing in 10 minutes. Although there's still a lot of people in this. There's still a lot of people inside this place. I've heard no announcements like that people should be vacating. So
Do you think Robbie knows?
look at this. What's going on here? He's
sacking.
I know, but he's I don't know if I would be on that level with the fireball. Like, yeah, there you go. Get off the level with the fireball. Now try and get some more points. This is how you sacrifice a man for more points. I'll be interested to see on our spreadsheet. Oh, that was weird. I'll be interested to see what he got for his death. And that'll tell us kind of how much of a lead Wes actually had. What kind of deaths is he getting with these lost men? It's got to be at least over 10,000 there, maybe more. You shoot for like 13,000 if you're in this situation, but that looked to be a little less because he died early. And so a bottom hammer. I think it's actually good for the crowd. The whole crowd is still watching, so it's really good for the crowd to know there's a kill screen coming up. I don't know if anyone's told them, like, hey, there's a kill screen coming up and, 2 more boards. Maybe Richie should announce something. Like, he's right there. Richie, does the crowd know that he's about to get the kill screen? It's like 2 boards away, All these people still watching. It's funny, Hank, because I'm trying to figure out in his qualifying matches on Friday, he got 1,135,000 and change, and I don't know if he was playing any differently today. Like, I feel like he just really had some bad screens. Like, he's gonna end up significantly less than that. I'm not sure if he can even reach 1.1 million on this game. And he was basically going all out, like as if he was playing like 1,135,000 all over again. And it just that's how much it could vary this game just by not your own fault. So
It's sometimes like subtle things that you do, like steering less barrel, because both these players seem like they were steering more barrels out of the way than they would typically do if they're going for a world record game.
yeah,
And
so
actually,
maybe you end up with slightly less barrel averages.
Right.
What are their averages real quick on these games?
Because it's funny, when I was playing, I'm so used to not steering barrels out of the way that I almost forgot that you could.
It's a good sack for Robbie there. He was only 100 on the clock with that sack. So he's got essentially 2 more barrel boards and a rivet screen. He could, with a really good screens, he could cross 1.1 million. Actually, it doesn't even need them to be that good. I think he's got a good chance at 1.1 million, actually, now that I do the fuzzy math.
Robbie's barrel average is 11,450, and Wes's looks like 110 points higher.
Yeah, so they played those barrels very close. But you're thinking that, like, maybe subconsciously those barrel averages would typically be higher for them if they were playing.
Players, I think it was 12-3, 12-5.
Yeah. It wasn't that noticeable to me. Like, it looks like they were really being very aggressive for the whole game, but you're right. Like, all of a sudden, if you look at the barrel average, you know, a good 500 or 600 points lower than they might have gotten otherwise, maybe in a high score chase situation per barrel board. So I don't know. I'm just surprised because I know what Robbie did on Friday, and it seemed like he's playing about the same. So it's funny how much different the score can be than what it ends up being. And 1.1 million in a head-to-head match would be outrageous. Like, I don't know if I bet you, or at least for me, I think I would have never predicted that would ever happen. That's a shame. So he didn't get the sacrifice that he wanted. But still a chance at 1.1 million. He would need a very good rivet screen now. He would need like a 13,000 point barrel and a really good rivet screen and a typical kill screen, and he could get 1.1 million. And this is not really a great start for a big barrel board. But we'll see. He still has a shot at 1.1 million.
Yeah, he could bust out a
He would really need to do a ton of grouping, get a really good top hammer. Yeah, and I think he just had a bad sacrifice, so I think that might have cost him 1.1.
What's the score right now? 1.08?
Yeah, it's close, but I think he's a little under. You would have to have a monster rivet screen, and as we know, he hasn't had any of those today. He's had a lot of bad luck on the rivets. No, more. It'll be closer than that. Yeah, but he'll still need like 11,000 or 10 or maybe 10,000. 10. Yeah, it's too bad. He should have gone for it right there. There was no far. He could have had it, I think, if he had gone for it there.
I'm pretty sure he's
exhausted. He also wants to. He knows there's a crowd now. He wants to finish this. Doesn't want to die.
What is it? 89,000.
Yeah, I mean, he would need 11,000 point. I mean, you get a few points on the kill screen as well.
Yeah, there's 1,000, 1.2 games now.
Yep. Yeah, not gonna get 1.1, but a heck of a game for Robbie. That's just so impressive. Never lost a man until the last barrel board. Keeping the pressure on. Basically no mistakes, and
oh my God.
Oh, he could get this hammer still potentially. All right, this is actually okay for getting this hammer.
No, I thought he was going for the rivet rather than the hammer.
Here we go.
Yeah.
Well, he was, but then, but he still had the hammer in his back pocket there. It wasn't used up yet.
I probably would have waited by the hammer just because he had 3,000, but 3,000 bonus.
All right.
Okay, got it.
Well, woo!
See out right now.
All right. Kill screen coming up. And about 10 more seconds. Robbie's going to be victorious. He's going to stand up. Well done. Final score 1,098,100 points. 1,098,000. I relieved Robbie. I don't know if you can see, maybe over my head. How can we point that? All right, let me see. You sort of make out Billy's white suit in the background. They're all standing up on these rickety stools, doing an interview. Billy basically just fell off the stool, made it look graceful. Robbie holding up some kind of a sign that says, "Caution, when you think victory is hands, he will rob you." So, good stuff. Very good crowd for this hour when they're basically going to kick us all out of here. Show the crowd. Yeah. Maybe they saw them. I don't know.
How much money does it win?
How much
How much
money
is he
did
gonna
he
get for that? I don't know.
Like 4,000. It depends how much they allot that thing.
Yeah, I think they're gonna spread it out a little bit, but I think he may have won. I'm gonna guess 1,500 altogether.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. That sounds.
1,500?
Yeah, 1,500 altogether.
4,000 was better.
Yeah.
Well, that's
Yeah.
just how much prize money is available. Last year they kind of split it up. They gave the main person 1,000, and then they gave 500 to each person who's in the top 8 here. So it just depends on how they do it. That's just like a player
What
agreement.
game did he play?
What's that?
What
This
game?
game? Oh, Donkey Kong. This is the Donkey Kong tournament.
Donkey
Yeah.
what?
Donkey Kong.
Oh, Donkey Kong.
Yeah, 1981 classic.
Yeah, I know Donkey Kong. You can look at me and know I know Donkey Kong.
Yep, just it. That was the final match. That's it.
That's
Robbie
awesome.
Lakeman is the winner.
We had so
Yeah,
much
just so
fun.
crazy. You know, look at the separation here in pace. Like,
Oh yeah, we have our final pace chart.
yeah, these games.
There's Robbie's pace chart says 1,096,1. I don't know if, and Wes's was 1,097,8. Like they were separated by just like hundreds of points.
Yeah, this just came like
Separated.
So close. Yeah. Well, the other gentleman lost his last man a few boards early, but if they had both gotten to the end, it would have been extremely close. It was a really good match.
Yeah. What a game. It's probably the most exciting we'll get in one of these.
I don't think I can't even imagine ever topping that. Like,
Yeah.
I don't know if that's like a game like that in a head-to-head match is ever going to happen again.
Yeah, that was just absolutely nuts. It's gonna be perfect for all these camera crews that have been here the past 2 days.
Yeah. Oh, it's very dramatic. It was outrageous.
Yeah.
Tons of viewers. Hope you guys enjoyed the match. I had a great time doing the commentary. I was really bummed out today when I choked so hard on my match. So it was very helpful for me to come back and do this commentary. Otherwise, I would have just been depressed all week. These guys really deserve it. They really kicked some butt, and when it really mattered in the head-to-head, they played their best.
Yeah. Fantastic competition this year. Hopefully we can have same people come out next year and do it again.
Yep. Yeah, we get you on here too. There we go. That was Tanner. There he is. Boom. All right. Either of you guys right, we're just going to leave the stream open for a few minutes, and thanks for watching, guys. Have a good night.
Kind of like way identical.
All right. I think we're at this point going to have to be cleaned up the sidewalk, put down some better final. That's going on. Thanks a lot. Yeah, well, it was 9 to 5 the schedule, so we'll have to see. All right. Hey, it's awesome. There was 100 and something people here. That's amazing. Thanks for everybody. Really appreciate it. They're doing the interviews. I'm going to start doing the cleanup. No problem, everybody. Really appreciate it. We appreciate everybody stopping by. It's great to see everybody showing interest in participating. These guys worked hard. They really deserve everything they got. Wes and Robbie have really put the time and the grind in. Like I said, it could be anybody's game. Wolf had to put some pressure on, and even though he was on his last man, he kept it going and going. So that's where everyone, when you start talking, you're like, oh, Williams has got this in the bag, and and mentally you think that way, and then all of a sudden, before you know it, a couple bad deaths, and it's right on there. So it's an interesting game, and it's very rage-inducing, but it's also there's a certain feeling of satisfaction. And I'm hoping these guys aren't disappointed with the way they perform, because they all prove that they're true champions to themselves as well as the game. Thank you, Senor Phil. Thank you, Tim. Yeah, we watched some of your game as well while we were in the break. You had an excellent game going there. That was a pretty amazing score. Yeah, we saw it. We were watching, cheering you on. It was close. Heartbreaking. It was going to be, had the potential for that 1-1. All right, the lights are coming on. I think that's the prompt to get it going. Thanks a lot, Viper. Viper 7170, appreciate it. Doug Parsons, DJP, thanks a lot. Iggy 9911, I haven't said anything to you, but thanks again for showing up. Everybody, Dave, everybody in there. Too many names to mention. Really appreciate it. And yes, Alan, you too, sir. Thanks for coming in. Exactly. You don't have to go home, but you can't stay here.
That's what I did last year. Do it.
Yeah, well, we had major electrical issues too. Power in the building. Yeah, his went off
And that down by
yeah, and then I don't know if it's a monitor issue or a power issue. I We'll be seeing you guys back here. It's fun. It's a good crowd of people.
You're in the picture. I'm even in it.
Thanks, Data. I love that. I'm gonna frame it when I get home.
Tell you what. Put it in this bag. You can have this other piece. This has a moral story on it. I have a bad habit of with these things, so we can get it to them. So like, instead of just tucking it out, you can have it. Make one of
They'll go into a double frame now.
But then at least you can have the bag to put it in.
Yeah, because I actually have the other two prints that you gave me in the hotel. Just sitting, like on top of a desk, so now they can go in here.
Yeah. Thanks, buddy.
Good seeing you. You too. Stay doing your thing.
Yeah. Oh, one more thing.
What's that?
Did you see the Robbie Lake one?
Yeah. That's so good. Oh, really?
Hey, Ethan, did you get your cams?
No.
They were sitting on the
They
table
were.
right there.
Yeah, I did see that before.
Now they're gone.
Yeah. Sarah, were there webcams here? 2 Microsoft life cams that were sitting there? They were fine. Back up, like 20 minutes ago or so they were sitting there. He's the one that wrapped them up and put them there. We're fine. But that's okay. We'll find him, I guess. Got him, Dave. I don't know. I'm just trying to aggregate my shit before I help everybody break down.
Yeah, I'm ready to take off your 9-hour drive back. So, you know what? It's great meeting you, man. Exactly how I thought you'd be. Stand up back. Yeah.
Take care, sir. Nice meeting you. Yeah.
They weren't near as militant about it this year.
Who?
The security about kicking
I talked to the
us out.
Papa guy. I went out there and thanked him over and over and over. He's a little. He wants communication and gets none of it from Richie. So he has no sympathy. I know, I told him that, and I was like, Richie's really good at restoring games. But he was like, I spent $35,000 over the last 2 years. I was like, you think I don't want it to be great? He's like, I want it to be perfect. I just don't know what you need.
He needs more.
Hey, your hot sauce. I already got it. I need to make sure.
Oh, there we go.
Yeah. Congrats, man. Break coverage and break down a little bit. I think we'll probably all end up going to dinner somewhere. That was good. Wow. Really nice.
Thank you, everybody. It was amazing. Well, I mean, it was like a movie script. Couldn't have wrote it any better. Yeah, it's yeah, Robbie Lakeman won. You guys are welcome, and thanks for watching. It's been quite a weekend.
Yeah. I'm sure that's true for most of us. All right, well, security is gonna kick us out of here, so I'm gonna shut things down and see y'all on the forums. Signing off from KongOff 5 2016.